This is The Browser, Utah's social show.
Hey guys, and welcome to the internet. We do news a little differently here. All you millennials hate listening to old people talk about what's trending, so they brought me on to talk about this stuff. I'm Stevan Lopes, your host. I'm an intern here at KSL, and they just slapped some makeup on me, gave me a mic, and here we are. So I'm going to read some news now. Today's top story, White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci has officially been fired. He had a good run, lasting a whole 10 days in the position before getting the boot. His run as director lasted as long as the expiration date on a gallon of milk. But don't worry, he didn't exit the White House without leaving behind a treasure trove of things to make fun of, like his long curse word-filled rant with the New York Times. Hopefully his replacement will give us just as many awesome internet jokes. Our next top story, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is officially the world's richest man until the end of this sentence. Bezos managed to snag the title away from billionaire Bill Gates for a solid day before he lost it. The CEO's stock rose and fell overnight, and Bezos is now worth over $89 billion instead of the $90 billion that gave him the title. So Gates still sits on the throne as the world's richest man. I don't even have $12 in my account, and these guys are losing billions of dollars overnight. But whatever, it's okay. I'm over it. And in tech news, millennials are collectively losing their mind on Twitter over Microsoft's announcement about Paint. Yes, they announced they're getting rid of it, but it's not what you think. Paint will no longer come already installed on your new device. Instead, you will need to download the application for free if you want it. So don't worry, guys, you can still make your poorly drawn memes and weird art. But it's not all good news in the tech world. It was announced that Adobe Flash Player will officially be put to rest in 2020. Just kidding, people seem pretty happy to see this thing go. Many say they can't wait until there are no more constant updates and bugs taking over their computer. Adobe says they're working to phase out the software and replace it with a more advanced coding language, whatever that means. And in more pop culture news, a Tinder couple were able to message each other for 3 years with an ongoing inside joke and never actually meet. I can't even get my mom to text me back. But the best part is they finally met. Good Morning America helped make it happen on live TV, and yes, it was as awkward as you'd expect it to be. Everyone is hoping these two get married, but the couple is still unsure if it'll go anywhere. This story is just a constant reminder of my crippling loneliness. Thanks so much, Tinder. But it's fine if I can't find love. I'll always have tacos to keep me happy. Speaking of tacos, Taco Bell fans rejoice. The rideshare app Lyft has teamed up with Taco Bell to offer you a new feature. Called Taco Mode, the app now lets you add another stop to your route. And if you haven't guessed it, that stop is a Taco Bell. You might be super happy about your newly found access to tacos, but Lyft's drivers aren't so happy about the idea. Can you imagine all of the smells and stains that are going to ruin that car? But hey, you're paying, so who cares? So the next time you're craving tacos, Lyft's got you covered. And Twitter is freaking out about Michael Phelps' shark race. The Olympic swimmer announced a race against a great white shark to see who was faster. But like me, many fans were expecting a real-life shark. Nope, instead a computer-generated shark was pitted against the swimmer, and people were not happy about it. Although Phelps had made it clear from the get-go that he was not racing a real shark, everyone had some high hopes for an intense battle between fish and man. Instead, he swam against a computer, and he didn't even win. Coca-Cola announcing they will no longer sell their Coke Zero product. Instead, they're launching a new replacement called Coke Zero Sugar. And if you're like me, you're completely confused because you already thought Coke Zero didn't have any sugar. So what's the difference? And the answer is, I don't know. Coke says they changed the recipe, but who knows what that even means. So if you're addicted to Coke Zero, I'd be worried. Good news for all you movie lovers out there. MGM announcing a new James Bond film, this the 25th film for the franchise. The movie is set to be released November 8th, 2019. No announcement whether Daniel Craig will return as a sly spy, but New York Times cites sources saying he'll be back. Although this might be his last one. Who will play the iconic Agent 007 in the next films to come? Who knows? But we can admit that Craig does a pretty killer job as Bond, James Bond. Unfortunately, not all movies can be great box office hits like James Bond. The Emoji Movie has been taken a major beating by critics. With a 6% Rotten Tomatoes score and brutal reviews, this movie doesn't look like it'll be winning any Oscars. But none of that matters because the movie made over $24 million in its first week. Kids obviously don't care what critics have to say about movies. Meanwhile, the Christopher Nolan-directed film Dunkirk has been getting major buzz. You'd expect a movie that has a famous pop star as an actor to be sort of bad, but not this one. People are loving the film and congratulating Harry Styles on his performance. With an all-star cast, great cinematography, and amazing plot, this movie may deserve its 93% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now I have to give a major shout out to KSL5 TV. They may be super crazy for putting me on the air, but they do a great job with their news coverage. You should probably go check them out. Download their app, find them online, or tune in to Channel 5. I'm not kidding, guys. You have to go do it right now. And thanks so much for watching my little show. Hit me up on all the social media sites. Don't worry, I'm on there. You can get all of this sass and sarcasm on Twitter too, not just here on YouTube. And let me know what you think of the newscast. Don't forget to tune in to KSL Channel 5 for more news. I'm Stevan Lopes, and thanks for logging on to the Internet.